Hi everyone, Wonton back here to bring you another One Piece tournament match. This time featuring Smoker versus Zoro. I won the high roll, so I chose to go second because I wanted the extra card. Zoro's great at exploiting Navy's biggest weakness, which is having low card draw and a small hand size, and so the extra card will likely come in handy. So I actually triggered Shockwave off of my first life, and the reason I decided to use a trigger and not save it for a later turn is because I wanted to just get some value out of it now and get rid of that Vista early. In this matchup, we really want to limit as many attacks as possible, and so getting rid of that Vista on this turn was pretty fortunate, since it means that Vista won't get a chance to swing at our leader. He drops an early Zoro here just to apply some pressure since he's a little bit behind on the board. So funny thing that happened here was before the match, I could not find my smoker leader, and I thought I left him home or lost him somewhere. So I borrowed his, and I guess he was actually just in the deck, and I didn't see him, and so he got shuffled into the life there. But we decided to just play it on, and then he just told me to just put the top card of my deck to the life total. So in a lot of other matchups, I like to protect Kuzan by not swinging with him and leaving him active. But against Zoro, they don't have too many targets where you get a lot of value from the effect. So instead, I just decided to swing at Zoro here since we are just trying to limit how many attacks he gets throughout the game. So we managed to clear his board and we drop a Borsalino, which is super annoying for Zoros to deal with. They can't just jet pistol him away. He's 6,000, which is a pretty solid body to go up against them as well. And so Borsalino is the MVP of this matchup. And Garb is one of those cards I like to mulligan for in this matchup. He's great at dealing with those one drops that are the backbone of Zoro decks. But he hasn't played a single one drop yet, maybe because he's trying to deny me value from my leader ability. And so I decided to go ahead and use it as a counter here, just prevent another attack. Even though I had a Kobe in hand, take a swing at his character Zoro first, hoping that I somehow get a kill on it and he wouldn't protect it. But he did protect it, and so we just continue on with the play of Kuzan into Kobe. And even though we've had board control for the entire game, somehow we're down to 2 life. And that's just the power of Zoro, where he can just pressure you so quickly and consistently that you're just always finding yourself at a low life total. Uta is an interesting tech card I don't see too often, but after just playing this match, I kind of like her in the Zoro deck because it provides you with so much extra reach just because you can keep grabbing your dead Zoros out of your graveyard or any other high priority card, really. And just gives you another way of refilling your hand, and then at the same time, just being another body that your opponent has to deal with. The glare on the opponent's side is pretty bad for some reason, and so I just added these little cards here just so you guys can tell what characters are on the board. He red hawks away the Kobe just to relieve some pressure off the board, and I decided this is as good of a time as any against a Zoro to drop Kuzan. He gives me a clear route to ending the game, and at the same time gets rid of a pesky card like Sanji, even though we don't get maximum value because Sanji only costs 2 Dawn. So he goes face twice here, both with Uta and his leader, and he draws out the counters from my hand as well as a block from Borsalino. And because I've already blocked with Borsalino and my hand size is down to 2, he takes the opportunity now to clear my board, getting rid of the Borsalino while he still can, and also clearing up the Kuzan there, since he can't really end the game now, but it does set him up for a stronger turn in the future. So here I swing 7,000 into one of the Zoros, which is actually a misplay because I had a Shockwave in hand, and Shockwave lets you knock out a 3 cost or less active character. So the correct play here would have been to knock out the Uta. So to guarantee that Shockwave will be able to destroy one of his Zoros and prevent another attack. And that would have guaranteed the least amount of attacks from him the following turn. And now I have to hope that he swims with Utah first so that I can knock out Zoro with Shockwave. My misplay went unpunished because there's no justice in this world, and sometimes the bad guys do win. And he does swing with Utah first, letting me knock out his Zoro, which lets me get rid of a crucial attack, especially this late into the game. And because we were able to prevent that attack from Zoro, he was now facing lethal. And so he decided to swing 12,000 into Kuzan, hoping to prolong the game another turn. But that was an easy shockwave because I do want to keep him alive to try to knock him out next turn. Now he did dance, very likely trying to fish for a blocker of some sort. He doesn't get the blocker, but he does get the 2,000 counter Otama, which is definitely something that he could still use. And so now at this point, I'm assessing whether I should play it safe and just clear his board and try to KO him next turn. But giving Zoro extra turns is always super dangerous because this deck has so much reach. And so I just decided to go to try to end the game here. But we don't commit super hard. We just test the waters first by going 10,000 with Smoker and then 10,000 with Kuzan, and then we just try to attack in increasing order and leave Borsalino last, just based on how he reacts. We could leave Borsalino up to defend for one more turn or to go for the finish. And he took the 10,000 attacks, and so because Zoro tends to have a problem with running enough counters, I go all in with Borsalino, and he actually almost has it. He is 1,000 counters short from blocking the Borsalino attack. And that's why dawn allocation and order of attack is so important, especially at the end of the game. You never know if they get the counters they need off of their life pool, and so you just want to stay at least 1,000 power ahead of them. And that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys like this type of content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.